Before we get into the video, make sure you guys like, subscribe if you're new. I mean, come on, what are you doing if you're not subbed to me by now? My content is fire, from Transformers news videos, to stop motions, to reviews, to dioramas. My Instagram and TikTok are all linked down below. And, yeah, let's get straight to it. Okay, welcome back to my photography dungeon. So, this is a diorama video, as you can tell, obviously. I want to run through this diorama that I made, the Groundbridge, that is inspired by Transformers Prime. IDW Fortress Maximus on Instagram hit me up and he was like, hey, I want a Groundbridge inspired by the Prime cartoon for my stop motion series Regenerations. He hit me up like late July, early August about this, so we came to an agreement. I sold this with shipping combined and the cost of the diorama. This came out to $204 shipped. And yeah, we worked out a price. He sent me the money and I made this for him. And it came out really nice. I'm really happy with how this came out. Originally, we were going to do the effects for when the space bridge is on, but then like earlier this week, actually, he changed his mind and he was like, you know what, I don't need the effects. I could just do a green screen or whatever for the series. And I was like, okay, cool, no biggie. But because originally we weren't gonna do the effects anyway, like when we had the price set and everything. But then midway through, I was like, you know what, for my photography and screw it, I'll just throw them in there for him, the effects. But then he was like, no, it's okay, I don't really need them. So I was like, oh, all right. But here's Optimus for scale. So you can see it's a nicely sized rings here. There's 3 rings instead of 2. I think it was 2 in the show, I'm pretty sure. But I did 3. And I think he wanted 3 too, if I remember correctly. But and he wanted them tall enough so the Dinobots, the Studio Series Leader Class Dinobot figures, could fit in this, because he's going to be using G1 with this stuff, not Prime characters, as I'm pretty sure, for his stop motion series. So the details, I did this in black paint all around. I did like 2 layers of black paint, and then I did 1 layer of gray paint just to give it that extra detailing of wear and stuff like that. And then I did some sculpt work all around it to give it that weared out detailing. And then the line work I did with an X-Acto knife, and I picked it out with one of those ball pen things. I'm forgetting the name of it. And then that's just a blue foam square there for one of those. There were light bars on it, but I didn't know how to do them all across this thing. So I did a compromise and I just did them on both sides. And it kind of gives off that G1 feel to it. Because like I said, he is going to be putting these with G1 characters instead. So I sort of did a happy medium, sort of like what the Hasbro designers did. Well, not really a happy medium with what they did with them, but what I did is pretty faithful, but a little bit in my style, and, you know, nice line work all the way around. And then I put an extra layer, you could probably see it glued on there, around the rim of the circular shape thing of foam that I cut out. One piece, this was a long piece that I just carved out and glued on the side there. And then all 3 of these are the same. So I'm just using the first one here as an example for all 3 of them. And the base here is magnetized on both sides. You got a magnet there and a magnet at the bottom, and they just tab together like so, and it's a pretty strong, secure fit. All 3 of them on both sides have the magnets on there. And this, I really like the way these angles came out. On the sides there, and then here as well on this side. Really like what I did. And then the back, there's a little bit of asymmetry on these with some extra details on one that's not on the other. Kind of wanted to give that feel there of Cybertronian details, so I did some extra line work, some extra parts back there, and it looks pretty cool. And yeah, the sides there. Really like that silhouette on the sides, and then at the top here, that's completely angled and glued on there. And there's the back of it. Very nice. And then the floor piece, set this to the side. It splits apart into two for better storage, and for the shipping to be much cheaper, because shipping out dioramas is not cheap. For those of you that know, it is really not cheap, and especially these days, oof, you're spending like $40 or more just to ship something out, and for something that's bigger, you're easily going over $100 with these dioramas. So, but yeah, same thing with the base here, black paint and then gray dry brush with it. And then I did a bunch of line work all over this thing. Splits apart into two pieces, like I said. And the sides, I did some extra foam pieces glued on there to the sides to give it some extra detailing and layers to the side, which was also on the design for this thing when I looked it up from the Prime cartoon. So I tried to replicate that on the sides of these floor panels. But yeah, I think this came out pretty good. This took me a couple weeks to do, and then I was kind of dumbfounded on what I was going to do for the effects for a good week there, a week and a half, until we came to the agreement that he was just going to do the green screen. It would probably look better anyway with the green screen, and it probably wouldn't be as much work with the lighting, because getting effects to light up well like that can be very tricky sometimes. So I think we made the right decision with cutting that out with this. And yeah, the whole, like, just look at that. It can make for so many cool angles and photo ideas, and you guys will see pictures either on my on my Instagram definitely, but I'll probably put up a sizzle reel at the end of this video for you guys to see all the pictures I took with it. Surprisingly, I didn't really take that many pictures. It was like 7 or whatever, but they're very detailed, and this was pretty simple look-wise, so there weren't really a lot of pictures to take of this thing, but I'm really, just like the 3 lined up like that, I just love taking pictures and showing off the angles of that, and then like from the side there like that with these 3 at the top. Very nice. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments below what you think of this diorama. If you guys want to hit me up for any diorama work, my email will be linked down below, as long my Instagram will also be linked down below. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I gotta say in this video.